Arsenal have just sent a warning to the entire Premier League. 3 goals, a clean sheet, and Manchester City completely beaten in the Community Shield. Arsenal have started this new season exactly how they wanted, by lifting a major trophy and, most importantly, by making a statement. But was it just the Community Shield, or are we looking at a warning in the 2026-2027 season? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about Arsenal versus Manchester City in the 2026 Community Shield final. The Premier League champion against the champions of the FA Cup. Now, Arsenal came into this game, which you already know, as the champions of England, while Manchester City were beginning a completely new era under Enzo Maresca, following the fact that Pep Guardiola has now departed from Manchester City. And Arsenal didn't just win this game, they dominated it in the final against Manchester City. From the very beginning, Arsenal looked ready. In fact, they didn't even give Manchester City time to settle into the game. Calafiori opened scoring within 24 seconds, and that is the fastest goal in the Community Shield. Now, there's something to take away from that. 24 seconds, a goal by Arsenal. Before City could even properly get into the rhythm of the flow of the game, Arsenal were already leading the game. And that early lead gave Arsenal the confidence to be able to lead the game. City, on the other hand, they looked uncomfortable. This Mikel Arteta side continued to just put pressure on them. Then, before you know it, there was a second goal. Kai Havertz doubling Arsenal's advantage in the first half with a header from Zolis. That was a good goal. And just like that, Manchester City were 2-0 down to Arsenal in the Community Shield final. And when they got into the second half, Manchester City needed a response. But instead, Arsenal delivered another blow. Martin Odegaard made it 3-0 with a composed finish. And at that point, the game was effectively over. Manchester City had no answer in this game. And that's probably the biggest talking point from this match. This wasn't Arsenal winning via a lucky goal. Maybe we'll call them set pieces from the corner kick. No. Neither was it Arsenal surviving the 90 minutes under pressure. But they were confident. They controlled the game. They created chances. They defended very well in this game. I'm not going to lie, they really punished Manchester City in this game. For Arsenal fans, this is exactly the kind of performance they want. I'm sure they are very happy all over the world. But let's not forget it's Community Shield. It doesn't automatically mean that Arsenal are going to lift the Premier League trophy. Yes, but this performance tells us something. Arsenal look very hungry after they've ended their 22 years Premier League wait last season. This season, now, instead of them relaxing because they've won a trophy, Arteta's team have started a new campaign by winning another trophy against one of their biggest rivals, which is Manchester City. That's very important if you ask me psychologically. Now let's talk about Manchester City. This was obviously not this kind of start Enzo Maresca wanted. This was his first competitive match in charge of Manchester City since Guardiola departed, and losing 3-0 to Arsenal immediately raises the question, how quickly can Maresca implement his ideas in Man City? How quickly? Another question it raises is, can City adapt to the life without or life after Guardiola? And most importantly, can they challenge Arsenal for the Premier League title? I don't know the answer to that. You tell me. We shouldn't overreact to one Community Shield game, but there were problems today for City. They struggled to create enough danger. They looked very vulnerable defensively. And Arsenal were able to take advantage of those weaknesses. They saw it and they took advantage of it. There is still very much work to do for Enzo Maresca in Man City. The big takeaway today is Arsenal didn't just win this game, the Community Shield final. They put a statement out there. We're coming for the Premier League. We're coming for everything. To beat a team like Man City with the talents that they have in Man City, 3-0. Oh no, that's a very bold statement. And if Arsenal can maintain this level of hunger, I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop them. They'll be an unstoppable team. But then I don't have the final say. What do you guys think? Was this just a Community Shield win? Or have Arsenal already sent a warning to the Premier League? Also, Manchester, will they be able to recover under Enzo Maresca? Wow, are we going to be seeing the Man City that we used to know? Yes, in my opinion, if you ask me, I would say this team is Pep Guardiola's team. It doesn't belong to Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca needs to build his own team. Whether he does it with the same players or different players, he needs to build his own team. This is Pep's team. That is my advice to him. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, turn on your notification if you love football so we can keep in touch. See you next time. Bye.